The Path of Purification, Visuddhimagga, or Bhadantācariya Buddhaghosa, published by the Buddhist Publication Society, Kandy, Sri Lanka. Part 2. Concentration, Samadhi.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Chapter 7. 6 Recollections, Cha Anusati Nirdesa. Extracts, passage 119 to 128. General. Now, in setting forth the detail of these recollections, after the words, his mind has rectitude on that occasion, been inspired by the Perfect One, it is added, when a noble disciple's mind has rectitude, Mahanama, the meaning inspires him, the law inspires him, and the application of the law makes him glad. When he is glad, happiness is born in him. Herein, the meaning inspires him should be understood as said of contentment inspired by the meaning beginning. This Blessed One is such, since he is. The law inspires him is said of contentment inspired by the text. The application of the law makes him glad is said of both. And when in the case of the recollection of deities inspired by deities is said, this should be understood as said either of the consciousness that occurs in the prior stage inspired by deities, or of the consciousness that occurs in the later stage inspired by the special qualities that are similar to those of the deities and are productive of the deity's state. These 6 recollections succeed only in noble disciples, for the special qualities of the Enlightened One, the law, and the community are evident to them, and they possess the virtue with the special qualities of untauntness, etc., the generosity that is free from stain by avarice, and the special qualities of faith, etc., similar to those of deities. And in the Mahanama Sutta, they are expounded in detail by the Blessed One in order to show a stream winner and abiding to depend upon when he asks for one. Also, in the Geda Sutta, they are expounded in order that a noble disciple should purify his consciousness by means of the recollections and so attain further purification in the ultimate sense. Thus, here bhikkhus, a noble disciple recollects the Perfect One in this way. That Blessed One is such, since he is accomplished, his mind has rectitude on that occasion. He has renounced, got free from, emerged from cupidity. Cupidity, bhikkhus, is a term for the 5 chords of sense desire. Some beings gain purity here by making this recollection their prop. And in the Sambhadokasa Sutta taught by the Venerable Mahakachana, they are expounded as the realization of the wide open through the susceptibility of purification that exists in the ultimate sense only in a noble disciple. Thus, it is wonderful, friends, it is marvelous how the realization of the wide open in the crowded house life has been discovered by the Blessed One, who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened, for the purification of beings, for the surmounting of sorrow and lamentation, for the ending of pain and grief, for the attainment of the true way, for the realization of Nibbana, that is to say, the 6 stations of recollection. What 6? Here, friends, a noble disciple recollects the Perfect One. Some beings are susceptible to purification in this way. Also, in the Uposatha Sutta, they are expounded in order to show the greatness of the fruit of the Uposattva as a mind-purifying meditation subject for a noble disciple who is observing the Uposattva. And what is the noble one's Uposattva? Visuddhimagga. It is a gradual cleansing of the mind, still sullied by imperfections. And what is the gradual cleansing of the mind, still sullied by imperfections? Here, Visuddhimagga, a noble disciple, recollects the Perfect One. And in the Book of 11s, when a noble disciple has asked, Venerable Sir, in what way should we abide? Who abide in various ways? They are expounded to him in order to show the way of abiding in this way. One who has faith is successful, Mahanama, not one who has no faith. One who is energetic, one whose mindfulness is established, one who is concentrated, one who has understanding is successful, Mahanama, not one who has no understanding. Having established yourself in these 5 things, Mahanama, you should develop 6 things. Here, Mahanama, you should recollect the Perfect One. That Blessed One is such since. Still, though this is so, they can be brought to mind by an ordinary man too, if he possesses the special qualities of purified virtue and the rest. For when he is recollecting the special qualities of the Buddha, etc., even only according to hearsay, his consciousness settles down, by virtue of which the hindrances are suppressed. In his supreme gladness, he initiates insight, and he even attains to arhatship, like the elder Pusadeva, who dwelt at Katakandakara. That Venerable One, it seems, saw a figure of the Enlightened One created by Mara. He thought, how good this appears despite it having greed, hate, and delusion. What can the Blessed One's goodness have been like? For he was quite without greed, hate, and delusion. He acquired happiness with the Blessed One as object, and by augmenting his insight, he reached arahantship. The 7th chapter, called The Description of 6 Recollections in the Treatise on the Development of Concentration in the Path of Purification, composed for the purpose of gladdening good people.